Alright, what's up guys? So, finally, June, we have made profit for the month. The last few months, if you've watched my other recap videos, I've been struggling. And it's just been a down season. And, you know, we've finally gotten to the season. The season that's going to start rising. And we're just, from here, from June until August, September, we're just going to keep rising and rising and rising. Sales are going to keep going and going and going until we hit a peak point around mid-August sometime. I'm not real 100% sure on the exact peak spot, but it is coming. And June has definitely turned around. I'll show you the numbers right now. Let's see here. Just want to make sure that we're rolling. So, as you can see, these are my numbers. This is Seller Board. There is a link in the description if you want to check it out. Seller Board is just pretty much tracking all your profits and showing you exactly where your profits are. And this right here is showing yesterday. Today I haven't made any sales. Yesterday made 346 in sales. And then this right here is last month, made 7,131 in sales. But that's not profit. That's not my profit. That's my sales. Big distinction there. Because we come down here, we go to estimated payout. That's what's going to be getting deposited into my bank account is the 4,364. Once you take out the COGS, though, it really comes down to 1,484. And that's the main reason. Or that's the biggest difference. It's going to be the biggest difference right there. And then you're going to take out your expenses, and then it's going to drop down to your net profit. And your expenses are like your tools, or if you have a prep center or whatever else you have expense wise. That's where it's going to come down to. So if we click on it, it'll show us down here all the things that sold for the year or for the month. And then if we click on this a little bit further, you can actually come in here and you can see that my indirect expenses for the month ended up being $938.98. And then these are all the expenses that I've put on there. And then you can also look at your cost of goods sold. You know, it breaks it all the way down because there is a disposal and sellable profit and unsellable loss and damage. That's they're going to take out some costs with those because you're losing your cost of goods on those products. Like the loss and damage, you'll probably get some money back from that. Sometimes not. Sometimes you lose money, but you also will lose money if Amazon has to dispose of it for you. They'll charge you for that fee. But they're also going to be taking out the COGS as well. Accounting wise, that's just how it works. And then the Amazon fees, it breaks it all the way down at right here. But the main reason why I'm getting sales now is because you can see my top 3 most profitable books right now is high school looking books. So high school season is upon us. We have finally reached high school book season. It's definitely not the peak season. It's just the beginning. But what I would do if I was you right now is I'd be looking at these books right here. Like, if you had Seller Board. If you don't, if you just have a spreadsheet, just, you know, filter the books that have already sold and everything. Filter everything down to where you see all the high school books and make sure that sold, and make sure that you track them and keep an eye on these. These are your replens right here. This is what's going to make your business grow faster. Is these books that you know that you sold before. Like, look at this petroleum accounting one. On this book alone, I've the net profit, sold 2 of them. Net profit has been $149.97. So profit wise, I made $149 on just this book alone, selling 2 of them, that's crazy. So that's a book that I'm gonna want to track and I'm gonna want to see again. This one as well, $49 of profit, and off of 2 books, still good. You know, not nothing to scoff at. This one, off of 2 books, made $37. And then you can come down here. Well, you can click on this and it'll filter through the profit. It'll filter it or put it in order on highest to lowest. So obviously my petroleum one was the highest. This Walking Dead this is a DVD set, so not really. If you want to prep your own things, then there you go. You can do that one. But stuff like this, $79 off of one book. I would have purchased more of these books. Well, I bought it at $8.97. This is a huge one that I bought on BookMine. There is not a link in the description, but there is links in other videos. But this one I haven't sold. This is the first time I sold it because it's the first time I saw it at $8.97. But I sold it for $114. That's a huge return. $79. It's massive. This one right here, 77, off of a $31 buy cost, made $77. It's huge again. Another one, employee training and developing. May not be high school, maybe college. I don't know. But anyways, college and high school are popping off right now. People are getting ready for the school year. This one right here, 52.87. Magnazone 32. That is a DVD, but $52. Can't. I'm kind of going away from DVDs because I don't want to do the prep anymore. It's just too much for me. Let's see here. Yeah. We'll go ahead and I haven't done this yet where I check these in. So every day I'll come in here and I'll grab these and then I'll open up my spreadsheet where I track my inventory. Because you always need a way to track your inventory. If it's not one way or it's another. This is just how I do it. Once I sell something, I'll take the title. I'll hop over here. And then we'll throw this right here. So we sold it on 30/25. We sold it for $177.47. A little cheaper than the last one. $177.47. What I said? $177.47. Yep. And then the estimated payout $141.97. $141.97. $62 of profit on that. Two very good books sold right there. And then we got this bad boy, personality. Throw it in here. And this is just the beginning, guys. Like June is nothing compared to what August is gonna look like. And then which excites me. It's gonna really help out for my business. Things are a little low right now, going through the low period of the season. Let's see, 76.30, 30, and then we come up here. Then one last more. I've sold this book a few times, the Give Me Liberty one. Yeah, we got on 1225. I don't know. There it is. To see, yeah, I've got two books on this. One that hasn't sold quite yet. 6/30/25. Then we got 70. 50/62. But yes, right now is the time to be looking at the books that you've already purchased and seeing if you can't get them again. You know what I'm saying? So like this petroleum one, I bought it 76 bucks. I could pop in here and yeah, the lowest is way too high at 172. There's no way I'm getting this one. But I want to make sure that I am tracking it, which I'm pretty sure I am. Yeah, I'm already tracking it at 80 bucks. So this one, whenever it does get back down to where it was, which wasn't too long ago, it was back in April. It was down there. Yeah, see, in April, it popped down. This one's kind of consistently stays higher. I should have bought more. Isn't that always the case though, or you're like, I should have bought more of these? Um, this book consistently goes higher though, way higher. So we could probably track this book a little bit higher, but I'm gonna leave it where it's at right now. Just see how it plays out. Now, oh wait, we'll just click that. We'll come in here, personality theory and research. I bought it for what I bought it for, 42.70, and right now it's at 71. So there's no way I can really justify purchasing this again. But I want to make sure that I am tracking it because it 38. It's gone down to that 38 price a few times, but we'll track it at what we make on it. I'm tracking at 45. And you could probably go a little higher, but I only want to get a notify whenever things are like peak. You know, I want it to be the best that I can possibly find. Give Me Liberty. This one I know is a great high school book, I think. I've sold it before in the past. Let's see here. Yeah, look at that. Look at that, September. And it isn't even close to that right now. So yeah, definitely want to track this. What I buy it for, 20. And look, all this time right here, January, February, March, it's been low. So I'm gonna track it. Oh, I am already tracking it. What am I tracking at? 20? 21. Yeah, I'll be cool with that. Pick more of these up. And every now and then, if you can hop over here, especially, so like, you know, be careful buying from eBay because obviously your invoices won't work if you get an IP complaint or counterfeit issues. But if you've already bought it from Amazon, you already have an invoice. Just send them the Amazon invoice that you have. It's pretty easy. And obviously, yeah, you can't really pick it up except for this other version of it. So yeah, that's the deal right there. Let's look at the year. So if we come in here and we'll do custom range, we'll see where we're at for the year. From July 1st to January 1st. Because we're on the road to 100K, on the way to 100K for the year for sales. We're over halfway done, and we're only at 35, which little nerve wracking. Not gonna lie, we'll see if we can make it. But the thing is we're hitting the season where the sales are supposed to be popping up, or gonna be popping up. We're hitting that season right now, and right now is the time that this number is gonna start popping up. It's gonna take some time to get there, but we're gonna get there. I still have faith we can hit 100K. If we don't, I'll be real sad because that'll be my third year in a row that I didn't hit 100K. But it's all right. We'll be all right. I've stacked up high school books. My high school books and my college books are stacked right now. So I've got pretty good faith that we're gonna be able to pop this number up to 100K. Maybe hit 40 right here, 40K right here or something. We'll see. I don't know. That's maybe a little ambitious, but we'll see. The thing is my expenses are definitely holding me back. I'm going to be looking at that a little bit deeper. You can see that I've spent $1,417 on the prep center, which, like I said, I've gotta stick with that. Sorry if I say your name wrong. Karis. What are you selling? I'm selling used books and also DVDs. Mainly used books, but a lot of high school books, college books, and see, like right here, I got a DVD set that I sell, but all used stuff. I do have iClicker here, which I've sold pretty regularly during the high school book season, or college book season. But these I have to label them myself as well as the DVDs. But with all the high school books, like I was saying, with the indirects and with all my expenses, I send to a prep center. So I don't ever actually see the books. I just send it off to my, I just send it off to my prep center, and I pay them in $2.25 per book, and they'll prep it for me, and I never really see it because then they'll ship it to Amazon, and Amazon sells it for me from there. You know, so it's pretty cool setup, but yeah, it's it just doesn't it you if you have money, you'll make money fast. If you're building from the bottom, it's it's a long build from sometimes. Kara says, I think this will work well in my home country too. Yeah, I'm sure it will. I know that a lot of people are selling in other places. You probably want to sell in the USA, but you can get a prep center that will work with you in that and buy books from here and stuff and get it sent to a prep center. I just know the USA is the biggest market in the world. I don't really know other countries. What country are you from? I know Canada. I sell in Canada and I sell in Mexico, but I hardly make any sales there. The majority of my sales come from USA, but I just don't know other countries as I haven't really sold them too much. I am looking into, so I am QuickBooks certified now, QuickBooks Pro Advisor. I should be able to get a little percentage off from QuickBooks to knock that down a little bit. And I think that will help. I think I'll get like 50% off once I put it in there. This was a whole bunch of stupid fees that I did. And then let's see here, index loan interest. Bookmine, I'm still on that. Just paying $159 a month, which that's, as you can see, one of my largest expenses. But it's a great teaching tool more than anything. But yeah, let's see. I am paying. I just pulled out a loan from Amex, so I am paying a little bit to get that paid down. $74 a month, I believe. A2X is one of my accounting softwares, and it's kind of hard to not use that because it kind of takes all of my Amazon fees and stuff and throws it into QuickBooks for me so that it was all kind of lined up. I think I can manage, or Curtis says, I think I can manage to sell in South Asia very well. Yeah, I have no idea about South Asia. haven't heard about that, but I'm sure you can do pretty well down there. There's probably a pretty big market down there. I've never sold there, so I couldn't really tell you for sure. But I mean, hey, let me know how it goes. I'd love to find out. Let's see here, dashboard. So that's what I kind of wanted to say and show, is just that, where I'm at so far in the business. This is as far as we've gotten so far. After 6 months have been completed, we're to the point where we're starting to pick up on the sales, but it's just like we'll look at the last few months here. So we got last month this one's June, this one July just started, June, and then a month before that May and April. And you can see, I was in the negatives back then, in negatives, and it's been, slowly building up. I've been slowly getting more and more, but it's, from February to May, it's tough. It's a tough little spot there. For me, from what my sales were, my sales started was really good in January. I got 10K in sales, and then it just kind of trickled down from there. Went 10K, like 7K, yeah, I think it was like, I know it wasn't even 7K, 10K, then it was like 5K, and then 4K, 3K, 5K, and then now we're picking back up. We're starting to rise it up again now from April. Then May got a little bit better, not really much better, and then June finally started picking up, started really doing good there. So I'm excited to see what July brings. I think that it's gonna be a really good month. and then obviously August is gonna be the best so far. I'm really excited about it. I'm hoping I can get like 15 to 20K, somewhere in that range of sales, and whatever profit comes with that. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to get my expenses a little more in check. That way, I'm not getting $900 in expenses, because that seems a little steep for me. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the business handles everything, and how sales go. But let me know what your guys' sales are. What do you make? What did you make in June? I'd love to know in the comments, or the chat if you're still in there. Because it is interesting to see, the progression of everybody and where everybody's at. Because everybody's different. Everybody's starting at a different place. Everybody's at a different place, and everybody's going different places. So it's just interesting to hear from everyone, to see where everybody's at. And let me know about your expenses. Are your expenses like mine? Are they that crazy high? Because mine, I'll admit, are pretty crazy high. And that's why I want to kind of get it a little more under control. But Cora says, I would love to see your journey. I've been doing lives for a whole 2 years now coming up. So if you want to check out the journey, just hop back in the other videos. I've been updating pretty much everything that I've been doing for my whole book selling journey, for the past 2 years. So, but yeah, and I'll continue making videos. So subscribe. All right, thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Later. Oh, and thanks for talking cars. If that is how you say your name. If I'm saying it wrong, please let me know.